Welcome to STAT 2332. My name is Dr. Monica Dorini, and I will be your professor this semester. All right, so just a little bit about me. I grew up in Providence, Rhode Island, and I moved to Georgia after I graduated high school. I've spent the last 15 years teaching high school mathematics. 10 of those years I taught at Alatoona High School, and the last 5 years I've taught at Harrison High School as the AP calculus teacher and the Georgia Tech facilitator. I also teach here at Kennesaw State University. I've been teaching in the statistics department for the last 5 years, and 5 years prior to that, I taught in the mathematics department. All right, so a little bit on my educational background. I went to the #1 HBCU, Spelman College, and I earned a bachelor's in mathematics. After that, I came back here to Kennesaw State University, and I earned my master's in teaching, a specialist in education, a master's in applied statistics, and a doctorate in mathematical education. All right, so a little bit about this course. This course is one of your basic, most foundational statistics courses. It is calculus based, so you do need to have already taken a calculus course. Some of the topics and themes that we'll be covering in this course, we'll look at data analysis. We're going to look at experimental design. We're going to plan and conduct studies. And then we're going to look at some random phenomena using probability and simulation. And then we're going to, at the last or the end part of this course, we'll look at statistical inference. All right, so a couple things I just wanted to point out to you guys. It's very important that if you want to reach me and you want a quick response, you email me at my regular Kennesaw State email. That's mdorini@kennesaw.edu. Please do not use D2L. All right, if you use D2L, the response time is increased significantly because I do not check D2L that often. So I need you guys to please, please, please use my regular email if you want a quick response from me. Also keep in mind, I do not have any set office hours. Again, this is an online course, and because of that, there's no set office hours. Matter of fact, they don't even give me an office. So just make sure that you guys understand there's no office hours. So if you have any questions or concerns, please send it to me via email. Try to be specific so I can reach back out to you and answer your specific questions or concerns. Now, if you really feel like you do need to speak to me, I will set up by appointment only virtual office hours where we would connect through either Zoom or Teams. All right, so how is this course set up? All right, all of your assignments are on Achieve. You need to go ahead and purchase Achieve as soon as possible. All assignments, all tests, everything that we do in this class is on Achieve. All right, make sure that when you set up your Achieve, you use your actual real name. Please do not use nicknames, shortened names. If you got married recently and you haven't changed your name with KSU, do not use that name. Make sure that you actually use the name that is found on AliExpress. That will help me that when I'm doing grades so that I don't miss you or I don't mess up your grade because I don't know who you are. Just make sure you're using your actual name that you have registered under AliExpress. All right, so all of your modules and your lessons are on D2L. So again, assignments and tests are on Achieve, but your modules and lessons are on D2L. I also have video lessons, which you can find on D2L, but it will connect you to my YouTube page. So don't forget to like and subscribe that page. All right, now what I need you guys to make sure you're really focused in on is this last one where I say check D2L announcements. I'm constantly posting announcements. I'm constantly giving y'all additional information. I'm reminding you about due dates. So check the announcements on D2L as often as possible, just to make sure you're staying on top of what's due and what's changing or what isn't changing or whatever. Anything that's important, I will put in the announcements section on D2L. All right, here's a couple of things to remember. I do not take any late work. I don't accept it. All right, there's absolutely no reason in my book for turning in or completing an assignment late. Now, I do have it set up in Achieve where it does deduct you for a specific amount of days late. I believe it's 10 days. But after that, there is no exception. Like, I will not accept anything else. And the reason for that is that everything is currently open. Everything on Achieve is open. You can go in right now if you wanted to and take every single assignment, every single test, and be completely done with the course. If you are waiting to the last second and something happens, God forbid, I mean, anything could happen, but if you waited to the last second to complete your assignment, that's on you. I strongly suggest you do your assignments ahead of time so that you don't have an issue with turning in assignments late. Because when you email me and you ask me for an extension, I will say no. All right, so again, just to reiterate, make sure you're working ahead of schedule. Do not wait until the due date. Anything could happen. Achieve could have a downtime. D2L could have a schedule maintenance. I don't know, anything could happen with your family. I just wouldn't suggest you wait until those due dates because again, I'm not flexible at all when it comes to those due dates. All right, so again, reiterating one more time, all assignments are open except for that final exam. So I suggest that you go ahead and work ahead of the schedule, not on the schedule. Work ahead of it, get ahead of those assignments. It will relieve a lot of stress in your life. For homework, you have an unlimited number of tries up until that due date. So what I expect from all of my students is that everyone gets 100 on their homework. There's absolutely no reason that you shouldn't get 100 on your homework because you can keep trying and trying and trying and trying until you get it right. If you have homework questions, click the Help Me Solve It button and they will walk you through how to work any of those problems. You do have 5 attempts on your test. With that being said, again, I suggest that you start early so that you can use all of your attempts. The computer is automatically set up to take the highest of the 5 attempts. So if you get an 80 the first time, but you get a 40 the second time, well, it will automatically take that 80. But again, you want to utilize all 5 attempts on that test so that you can make sure that you're getting a good grade on each test. All right, all assignments and tests this semester are due on Mondays. If a Monday hits, you should know in your mind there's probably something due. So again, make sure that you're checking the tentative schedule, which is really not that tentative. It's pretty much concrete unless something drastic changes. But make sure you're checking that schedule and just be aware that all of those assignments are due on Mondays. All right, so how are we going to be successful? What you guys want to do for each unit or each module, you want to go through the entire module that I've posted on D2L. I would take notes, write down any important formulas, equations, or anything like that that you need or that you deem to be important. Also, make sure you go through all the examples. If you see an example underneath each example, it says solution. You can click the button that says solution, and the solution will pop up. And again, that will help you to have a better foundation and a better understanding of the material before you take your module assignments or tests. And then on each module, you have video notes. So you want to make sure that you're watching those video notes, which again links you to my YouTube channel. And I would just love it if you liked and subscribe to my videos. And not only that, they'll be helpful in the future because not only do I have statistics videos, I have a lot of calculus videos, just a lot of math videos in general. So if you ever find yourself in another math class, you never know, you might be able to use one of my videos to help you. Again, and I know I've said this a million times, please do not wait to the last second to complete work. That always puts people in a bad situation, again, because you never know what can happen. So go start your work early and complete your work early. Don't try to do it all in one day. If you have 2 weeks to complete an assignment, maybe work a couple problems each day so you're not feeling overwhelmed or stressed out. And then, of course, I mean, this is the big one, but you want to try your best. If you're not getting hundreds on your homework, if you're missing assignments, if you're failing every test, it's probably that you're not trying your best. So when you come to me and you say, hey, I don't know what to do, I'm going to say, have you been trying your best? And again, trying your best in my eyes is staying on top of your work, doing stuff ahead of the due dates, making sure you're going through the modules. I should be able to see that you're going through the modules. I should be able to see you watching the video notes. And then I should see effort on every single assignment. I should see that you've attempted each test the allotted amount of times. I should see that you tried the homework several times and make sure that you've gotten 100. Those are ways to be successful, and those are ways that you show me that you're trying your best. And then if you need any other clarification on the topic, like if you felt my module notes weren't enough, just remember that there is an ebook on Achieve. So you can click on that ebook, go to the section, and reread whatever it is that you need to reread. A lot of the material is the same, but the ebook is a little more wordy and they give maybe a little bit more detailed explanation. So it might be useful for you to use that ebook. And then lastly, again, just know your due dates. I would strongly suggest you taking that tentative schedule that's posted on D2L and adding it to your own personal calendar. So if you, for example, use your phone calendar, then add those due dates into your phone so that you have an alert to remind you of what's coming up. Because again, I do not accept late work, and you will be penalized on Achieve if you turn in an assignment late up to a specific amount of days. All right, so a couple more things to remember. I'm almost done. But just remember, this is a asynchronous online course. You have no real-time interaction with me or your classmates. You are doing this course alone. You chose to sign up for an online course. You need to understand that I'm not holding lectures online or anything like that. You are to go through the modules. You are to watch the videos. You're to practice the homework. You're to look at the examples. That is all on you because that's the kind of course that you chose to take. Your learning is self-paced. You need to complete those assignments on your own time, but you have to have it in before that due date. So again, you can do it all on one day. You can do it over the stretch of a couple of days, whatever you want to do, as long as it's due by or in by that due date. And again, just remember, you are responsible for your own learning. If you're having issues, if you're struggling, if you don't understand the topic, it is on you to reach out to me. I won't know that you're struggling because I don't see you guys face to face, and we don't have any real-time interaction. So again, if you're having any struggles, any issues, reach out to me via email. Remember my regular email, mderini@kennesaw.edu. Reach out to me with any questions or concerns that you may have. One more time, there is no redo assignments. There are no redo tests. There's no makeup work. Whatever I have set up in Achieve right now, as far as like taking tests up to 5 times, late penalty, I think it's up to 10 days. That's the stuff that's set up in Achieve. Anything outside of that, I do not do. I will not give you an extension more than what I've already given the rest of the class. I think that's unfair, and I think it's an ethical issue. So I don't give, special provisions to specific students. Just be mindful of that. You can ask me if you want, but just know that my answer is going to be no. There is no redo test, assignments, no makeup work, no extensions. Also, just keep in mind, I get it at the end of every semester. I get, hey, do you bump grades? What if I have an 89.2? I do not bump grades. Whatever your grade is at the end of the semester, that is what it is. And I do not give extra credit. Occasionally, I will post an additional test or something like that, or I'll give some additional points. But again, that's given to the entire class. It's not given extra credit to one specific student or this student versus that student. I always try to be fair, and I want to make sure that everyone has the same opportunity to be successful. So again, I don't bump grades and I don't give extra credit. Thank you so much for watching this welcome video. I look forward to working with you this semester. Again, remember, if you have questions, concerns, you just want to talk some things out, always feel free to email me or set up an appointment if you feel like you really need one. Again, I appreciate you watching this video. Have a great semester. Look forward to working with you.